Hey guys, it's Paul Gorman, the Golf Vacation Pro, taking you on the best golf travel experiences of your life. Today I've got Lauren here. She's going from softball to golf. I'm going to take her in there and show her how it's done. What I did is gave her a little crossing guard and a little selfie. You'll see in the video. Please like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you when you're done on the other side. Nice and fluid, you know, you don't need to, it doesn't need to feel stiff if it does. You don't have to get it perfect anywhere, but just know that you're trying to, you know, get your wrist to kind of go like this. Yep. So if you take your hands like this, put the club right out like this with your palm. Yeah. Now if you just go like, I call this wag the tail of the dog. So the dog's looking at you and you're wagging the tail. It's going like this, right? So now you're bending your wrists, right? So there is everything. Selfie, crossing guard, right? That's basically what you're doing, but it's just a little different when you're down here feeling, okay? But up here it's like, oh, well, wrists work side to side, they work up and down, and then they can roll, right? And one we're after today is this one. Yeah. Then you just kind of turn it around over there, turn it and swing through there.
Yeah.
Cool. You got a dog?
Yeah. She's more like a cat, but
Okay.
we're gonna call her a dog.
All right. She's a small one, huh?
Yeah, a little pug.
Great. Okay, so here we go. Relaxed. All right. Very good. Can you get your left hand grip over a little bit?
Right.
See that wrist there looks like this, where it's gripping this way. You need to turn it a little bit. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Yeah, like that. So I was going to say, I'm not sure how big your hands are, but see the wrist there? There's a couple bones in here, and I want you to just take the one that's on top and turn it that way. Yep. And there is how you should set it to begin with. Yeah, that's it. That's a little different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to help you square the face up easier too. Here you go. Cool. Oh yeah. That was superior hitting of the golf ball. So, you know, so there's no doubt that since we've met, we're tackling what these hands do, right?
Yeah.
Because face it, in golf, our touch points are feet on the ground, hands on the club. That's what we got,
Yeah.
right? So if you know how to put them on that's best for you and how you can activate them in a way that does better contact for you, you're really ahead of the game, right? So I'm just going to help you understand that a little. It's maybe something you can share with your uncle in Sacramento. Got a cool golf story I'll share with you one of these days about what happened up there. I don't know if you know Russell Silty.
No, I didn't.
He used to work with your brother up there.
Oh.
I mean your uncle. And there was a mentor, a guy named Jim Hardy, that I was looking to see and find, and he was a real famous instructor that was a friend of Peter Jacobson's, another tour professional that everybody loves, right?
Yeah.
And so I was trying to find Jim because he did a special faults and fixes tape that was really metaphorical, right? Which we were touching upon earlier, and so I finally got through to him, or Peter asked him to call me. So he left a message on the phone that said, "Hey Paul, this is Jim Hardy. I'm sorry, but I've hung up my teaching shingles, and I wish you the best, but I'm not gonna be able to see you, and I wish you the best," right? I'm all like deflated, right? Just thought I really wanted to meet this man because of the way he was talking just made so much sense. Faults and fixes, you could pluses and minuses. So this is a plus, that's a minus. You even them out and you can play good golf. Really cool. So I was invited up there to Hagen Oaks to teach some of his students up there. And one of the general manager came up and said, "Hey, how are you?" And I said, "I'm doing well, my name's Paul." And he said, "Yeah, it's nice to have you up here, thanks so much." And he go, "What are you doing?" And I go, "Well, I'm just teaching some things Jim Hardy showed me and that I've really gotten involved with." And he goes, Jim Hardy, that's my, that was my college roommate, you know? So it was like, what? So he made a call to Jim. Jim called me the next day and said, Paul, you've been after me. Thank you so much. I'd love for you to come down and visit with me. So I got on an airplane and flew down to Houston and
wow.
went to his house and went out to the range at Champions Golf Course, which is a very famous golf course there. And that's how our relationship started. And so you just never know who you're going to meet until you're out, you know, getting involved with other people and putting yourself out there in a place where I didn't really know anybody there except, you know, Russell and your uncle. But yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
life stories, man. It was awesome. And that set me, and Jim said, hey, Paul, I want you to help me with the One Plane golf schools. And so I helped found the One Plane golf schools with Jim and did 50 of them in Arizona. And during that time, he goes, well, do you have any awards? And I go, well, no, what do you mean? He goes, you know, like Teacher of the Year or something. And I said, no, should I get one? And he said, that'd be good. So I went out that year and got the Teacher of the Year in California, Northern Cal.
Just went out and got it.
Well, I mean, I put myself, when I set my goals, I go for it. So now I'm here with you. I know. And this, so let's see your left grip on there now. You got it. She's got it now. A random story with my mentor, Jim Hardy. Getting that phone call was just like, I don't know, when you're in a profession that you're green at and you're trying to become a prominent teacher in the area, and you really want to learn from who you feel is the best, and you get invited, it's pretty cool. Great grip. Hold it up to me. Pug. Wagging the tail. Hold it on that wag. Boom. Wind it up. Yep. So that's the basis of that backswing. Okay. Very good. So fluid.
Thank you.
Yeah. What other things did you do in high school, or even before high school? Did you do
Yeah, so I am a softball player.
softball? Right on.
Played for the Redwood team for the past 2 years. I'm also a Redwood cheerleader,
Mhm.
which I've been doing. Before that, just travel ball, softball.
Mm-hmm.
I played some rec soccer, which was temporary. Didn't really catch on to that. But my dad was always the coach because he loved it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's just recently that I get into golf.
So that's an interesting story. My daughter went to Tara Linda, right? And it wasn't till her sophomore or junior year she was playing softball. Catch her on their team, you know, great player. And she said, "Hey, Dad, I want to do golf." And I just was like, "Okay, let's go." So that's when she started getting in to golf in high school, and then she went into USF, played for USF, and now she's an entrepreneur and just working and just bought a home in Nevada. So, yeah. So proud of that girl, and it's kind of your, yeah, really similar.
Yeah, I mean, golf kind of started out as just like, oh, it's Thanksgiving, like my dad and my uncle are going out to play golf, like, come join us, Lauren. So I'd like hit a couple holes, but kind of caught on recently the past year, so it's been fun. Been going out more, playing Mill Valley with my dad, like, a lot.
Well, that's my home track. I grew in Tiburon, and when I was like 9 and 10, my parents would drop me off there, and then drop me off in the morning and pick me up at night. You know, a couple bucks for a hot dog and a Snickers, and I'd come home with poison oak and no golf balls left. It was perfect.
Perfect.
You know, well, that's a tricky course. It's beautiful though, the big redwood trees and all that.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad would play that with his brother and their dad, so it's special to him too.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. So when your hand's set, I want them to set a little in front of the ball. Yep. Perfect. It's pre-wag. Good. Now, from now on, we're going to just really rip through with that. Okay, so the hips and the footwork, I want you to really focus on bringing it around big time. So you see tour players finish, keep going through. They finish, their chest is pointing to the left of the target, that much, right? So
Really exaggerated.
yeah, this shoulder is always closer to the target than the back shoulder, that shoulder.
Yeah.
You know? And that hip is actually twisted more around than I can do because you're more flexible. But saying, when you get the motor or the engine or the system moving like that, these guys just come for the ride. And it really builds in what, you know, some consistency as far as like movement through the shot, tempo, which you already have, but so let's work on that little pivot along with some of the arm stuff today. And we'll just go through the bag a little bit more, hit some other clubs. Yeah, very good. You got it. Now, if you did a practice swing, right? If you did a whole practice swing, we're going 45, stopping guard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 45-degree shaft, good wrist angles, and then you unwind all the way above it. Yeah. So turn around and face the range, right? Yeah, just like you're gonna set a ball out here. And put your feet like this. Okay, good. So let's just say we've got a ball at this high, right? Okay. When you're swinging this club, you're swinging, you know, it's doing two things. It's going around, it's going up.
Yeah.
It's an amalgam of both, right? Combination. And so once we get it over here this way, it's got to come back out here somehow, right? And so we can move our arm across our body. That's a great way to do it. And it's also, if you add some turn of your body, it'll do it too. So when you're going the way you were going and you're hinging this way, you're actually pulling it down this way. It's not coming out as much. It's going down more than it's going out.
Yeah.
So you always need to feel the out motion. The out motion is always rotation.
Yeah.
So when you go practice at home, you're tired of studying and you pop out of the chair in the room, just do some of these. Now, the club is just whirling around your body, right? It feels easy. Yeah, there you go. And it just keeps coming to me. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So most players are going to be on one side or the other. Either they got too much around and not enough down, too much down and not enough around. And for you, you're, you know, kind of pulling down
Yeah.
and not getting it around. So once you get the 45, just move the 45 around. There you go. There we go. Very good. Yeah. So hold it up off the ground one more time, just like we were doing that drill, and take it there. Now first, just put it up against here, right? And do the wrist 45, and just how are you going to get it back around here? Tilt it a little more this way, the club shaft. Yeah. Now it needs to come back out here, slowly. There you go. Right. So as I was saying, you could square the back of that left hand this way.
Yeah.
Let the arms do it. That's some body rotation. But it's everything is to bring this back out here, right? Yeah. There you go. And then it just keeps going. Very good. See, I could really see the effort. I don't know if you guys could see that. Really could see the effort this way. And a lot of times we just see a little bit of a pull.
Lauren, what position do you play in softball?
I'm a pitcher, so
I feel like I could see that, like, in there.
yeah, I have the whole wind up and everything. So yeah.
All right now.
The softball?
Yeah. Did you hear?
That's actually pretty amazing.
The sound bite on the snap was cool.
Yeah.
It was like,
That looked really effortless, but it looked like it went a lot farther than I thought it was going to go.
it's coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely took a while to like
Master. Or,
yeah, master, because it's like there's everything to it.
You know, I'd like to film you just doing it twice so I can see what that motion is, because a lot of times can use what athletes already do really well
Yeah.
and make sure I blend in that kind of motion. That's really cool. I might not have called that out if my camera crew hadn't have mentioned it.
Where do you feel like the most speed is at when you pitch? Like, where are you trying to like be the fastest at?
Definitely near the end, because a big part is the snap of the wrist. So you're here and you're flicking it right at the end, which is like really important. And kind of important for speed, definitely, because yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. You could see the athleticism in Lauren. Get that softball pitch going, and now we're grooving it right into golf. So she's going to be a styling player. As a matter of fact, in the link below in the description box, just click on it. It'll take you to my website where I have 3 free videos for you. Enjoy those. If you have some questions, comments, send them out. I'll get back to you, and I'll see you when we're done.